Thank you so much. हम so much ज्योतिर्गमय अंधकार से प्रकाश की ओर ले जाता हुआ ये आज का सुंदर कार्यक्रम, where the students will definitely reach to the shining world. I am really thrilled to welcome our renowned alumnus, Dr. Kumar Padmanabh, to visit his alma mater. Today we are going to celebrate the enduring legacy of our institution with our cherished alumnus. But before that, I request to our Honorable Chairman MIT, Shri Vaiti Gupta Sir, to present a plant to our alumnus and welcome him. आज का दिन वाकई में बहुत खास है, क्योंकि यहाँ से इस स्टेज से हम ऑनर करते हैं बड़ी बड़ी शख्सियत को, पर आज का जो मौका है वो अपने ही कॉलेज का पहले बैच का 1996-2000 बैच का स्टूडेंट आप सबके सामने है इस प्रोफाइल के साथ, which you can see on the banner. That's really a memorable moment which we will cherish forever. मेरी रिक्वेस्ट है हमारे ऑनरेबल चेयरमैन वाइटी गुप्ता सर से कि उनको प्लांट देके उनका वेलकम करें। इसी श्रृंखला में now I request to our honorable director sir to present a rose bud to our chairman. I request to our director sir.
नहीं यहाँ पे सब आ रहे हैं, आइए सर, आप सब आ रहे हैं ना?
Now I request to our director sir to present a rose bud to our chairman MIT Shri Vaiti Gupta sir and welcome him.
Welcome.
Now I request to our HOD ASS Dr. Manish Saxena sir to present rose bud to director sir and welcome him. Esteemed alumnus Dr. Kumar Padmanabh ji, Honorable Chairman MIT Shri Vaiti Gupta sir, Director MIT Dr. Rohit Garg sir, all directors, HODs, faculty members and dear students. An extremely delightful and glorious morning to all of you. I truly feel immensely privileged on this notable moment where we are going to celebrate the accomplishments of our esteemed alumni who is from the first batch 1996-2000. अगर हम बात करें उस दौर की, वाकई में इसमें बहुत जोरदार तालियां सबकी होनी चाहिए। अगर हम उस दौर की बात करें, आप सर हमारे बीच में हैं, उस दौर का MIT और आपने शायद विजिट करी होगी, अभी करेंगे, और इस दौर के MIT में जमीन आसमान का अंतर हो गया है। तब फैसिलिटीज बहुत कम थी, अब क्या कुछ नहीं है, पर उन्होंने हिम्मत नहीं हारी और ऐसी मिसाल गढ़ी है जो आज हम सबके सामने हैं। I really feel delighted and grateful to you for your incalculable time to talk to this program where you will really feel the shine, and our students, our MITians will also shine like a luminous star. And few things I would like to tell about MIT, that today really we are bubbling with joy because your miraculous presence will definitely add something different, some knowledge in the store of the students. And MIT, as you know very well, that MIT's M stands for motivation, I stands for innovation, and T stands for transformation. These lines we have heard several times, but I think it may be new, Dr. Kumar Padmanabh. हम इस लाइन को बोलते हैं बार बार, लेकिन आपने कर दिखाया है। मोटिवेशन आपको MIT से मिला, इनोवेशन आपने खुद करा और ट्रांसफॉर्म आपने अपनी लाइफ, अपने देश के साथ यूएसए तक में सर के 11 पेटेंट है, कितनी बड़ी बात है। आई एम ट्रूली ऑनर्ड एज अ फैकल्टी। मेरे लिए भी बहुत गर्व की बात है कि मैं बार बार और अतिथियों का यहाँ से स्वागत करती हूँ, पर अपने ही बीच बैठे हुए बच्चों का स्वागत करें तो बात ही क्या है। So MIT is applauded in academia worldwide from several decades. In short, it is a ladder to reach on pinnacle of success with holistic development of the students. I am sanguine that today's program will drench all of us with a shower of unforgettable experience which will be cherished lifelong. So, with these words, I would like to invite our Honorable Director Sir for his motivational words, who is always having a lot of innovative views and guide us like a torch bearer.
Thank you, madam. Thank you so much. Honorable guest of the today's program, Dr. Kumar Padmanabh, one of our alumnus for first batch, Silver Jubilee batch. Honorable Chairman, MIT Group of Institutions, Architect YP Gupta ji, my fellow deans, Dean Student Welfare, Dean Academics, Dean R&D, Head Mechanical Engineering, Convener Admission, Head Electrical Engineering, Convener of Alumni Association, Coordinator of Alumni Association, Head Management and Computer Applications, Senior Faculty Members, other faculty, my dear senior students and other students of MIT, ladies and gentlemen. Very good morning to all of you first. Today I am extremely happy that one of our alumnus, एक हमारा चमकता हुआ सितारा आज वापस अपने जहां में अपनी जर्नी में अपने स्थान पर लौट कर आया है अपनी चमक को दिखाने के लिए. One of our alumnus, Dr. Kumar Padmanabh is here. So I would request my all the gathering to give a standing ovation to him in his honor and to join your hands and give a warm welcome to Dr. Kumar Padmanabh, our star, our superstar. We are proud of you, sir. We are proud of Dr. Kumar Padmanabh. Please. Thank you, everyone. It's really a great honor for a student when, see, the student like you are sitting. There was one day when Dr. Kumar was also sitting like this and attending the classes at a lawn. And now today, see, he is the chief guest of today's program, and we all are standing in honor of our student. So this is the say. मैं कहना चाहूँगा कि वक्त जो है वो बदलता है और उसके लिए आपकी किस्मत आपके साथ नहीं रहती, आपकी मेहनत के साथ देती है. आपका आज कुमार पद्मानभ ने अपनी मेहनत से वो मुकाम हासिल किया है कि आज उनके पढ़ाए हुए टीचर्स जो है वो हाथ जोड़े उनकी लाइन में खड़े हैं, उनके स्वागत में खड़े हैं. और आप उनकी हम्बलनेस देखिए. I got emotional जब मैंने देखा जैसे हम कुमार पद्मनाभ जी की स्वागत में लेकर खड़े हुए एंड आई वाज जस्ट ग्रीटिंग हिम और वो आए और आते ही अपने सारे गुरुजनों के चरणों में लेट गए. आते ही he was literally teaching feats of अपने अनिमेश जी, मनीष जी, शीतल जी, विकास जी और हमारे चेयरमैन साहब. सो द काइंड ऑफ हम्बलनेस. अगर आप रियली बड़ा बनना चाहते हैं तो सीख यहाँ से मिलती है कि डॉक्टर कुमार की तरह झुकना सीखिए, डॉक्टर कुमार की तरह बनना सीखिए, तभी आप जीवन में तरक्की करेंगे और नई ऊंचाई पहुंचेंगे. आज बड़ा सौभाग्य है हमारा और मैं उसके लिए मंच से यहाँ से धन्यवाद करना चाहूंगा हमारे मेंबर ऑफ बोर्ड ऑफ गवर्नर्स डॉक्टर एस गुप्ता जी का, जिन्होंने इस कड़ी को हमारे साथ जोड़ा. आज उनके सौजन्य से, उनके अथक प्रयासों से आज डॉक्टर कुमार का होगा MIT में सुन पा रहे हैं, देख पा रहे हैं और आपको भी एक उनसे वार्तालाप करने का, रूबरू होने का मौका मिलेगा. तो बहुत बहुत कोटि कोटि नमन. एस गुप्ता जी अगर मुझे सुन पा रहे हैं तो मैं आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करता हूँ, आभार करता हूँ कि आपने डॉक्टर कुमार जैसे सितारे को फिर से MIT से जोड़ दिया और अब हम आपको विश्वास दिलाते हैं कि अब उनका साथ नहीं छोड़ेंगे और एमआईटी को नई ऊंचाइयों पर कैसे लेकर जाए, उसको डॉक्टर कुमार से कुछ सीखेंगे। और हम चाहेंगे कि डॉक्टर कुमार अपने उद्बोधन में आप लोगों को भी वो प्रेरणा दें, जिससे कि आप भी एक दिन डॉक्टर कुमार से भी आगे निकल के जाए। आज बड़ी अच्छी बात इन्होंने कही कि आप जो टीचर्स के लिए इन्होंने बात की कि एक टीचर, एक गुरु एक ऐसा व्यक्ति है, या आपके माता पिता एक ऐसे व्यक्ति होते हैं, जब आपका बच्चा आपसे आगे बढ़ता है या कहीं आगे बढ़ता है तो उन्हें खुशी होती है। बाकी सभी रिलेशंस में जेलसी आ जाती है, फैक्टर ऑफ जेलसी काम करता है, लेकिन आपके माता पिता और आपके गुरु, उनका सीना जो है गर्व से चौड़ा हो जाता है। तो आज हम सारे टीचर्स का सीना भी बड़े गर्व से चौड़ा है जी। हम अपने आप को गौरवान्वित महसूस कर रहे हैं एंड वी आर प्राउड ऑफ डॉक्टर कुमार, जो आपने एमआईटी का परचम अपने देश में लहराया, दुनिया में लहराया, यूएस, ब्रिटेन, दुबई, जाने कहां आपने एमआईटी का नाम रोशन कर दिया। हम कृतज्ञ हैं, आपके आभारी हैं, और हम गर्व करते हैं कि डॉक्टर कुमार हमारे स्टूडेंट हैं, डॉक्टर कुमार हमारे alumnus हैं, डॉक्टर कुमार एमआईटी हैं। तो दोस्तों, आपसे ये निवेदन कि आप जो डॉक्टर कुमार को ध्यान से सुनेंगे और उनके जीवनी से जो उनका 20-25 साल का जो अनुभव रहा, उससे प्रेरणा लेकर आप भी एक दिन गगन में इस तरह से चमकते हुए सितारे और वो बनेंगे, जिससे कि आपके ऊपर भी एमआईटी को गर्व हो सके। मैं हमेशा कहता हूं कि संस्थान, आप जब से कुमार आए हैं तब से वो एमआईटी का धन्यवाद कर रहे हैं कि जो कुछ भी हूं मैं एमआईटी की वजह से हूं, जो कुछ भी हूं मैं एमआईटी की वजह से हूं, और एमआईटी ने मुझे बहुत कुछ दिया। अगर एमआईटी शायद ना होता तो शायद वो बीएससी कर किसी और लाइन में होता। लेकिन मैं डॉक्टर कुमार को भी ये कह रहा था कि एमआईटी भी अगर आज है तो आप जैसे बच्चों की वजह से है, कि आप जैसे बच्चे देश और दुनिया में अगर एमआईटी का नाम रोशन ना करें तो आज जैसी भीड़ हमारे यहाँ दिखती है, जैसे लोगों का विश्वास हमें मिलता है, जिस प्रकार से बम्पर भर के एडमिशन से लोग हमें देते हैं, वो ना होता। आज एमआईटी इस स्थान पर खड़ा है 28 सालों से स्तंभ बनकर, और पूरे समाज का उसका विश्वास जो है तो डॉक्टर कुमार जैसे एलुमनाई का है। इसीलिए हमें हर एलुमनाई पे गर्व है अपने, जो कि पूरे दुनिया में किसी भी कंपनी का नाम लो, आप किसी भी कंट्री का नाम लो, भरा पड़ा है हमारा कॉरिडोर, बड़े बड़े हमारे एलुमनाई एसोसिएशन के शब्द दस्तावेज, आपको वहां पर एक एमआईटी जरूर मिलेगा। और इसीलिए ये गर्व होना आपके लिए भी गर्व की बात है बच्चों, कि आप एक एमआईटीएन हो, इसे कभी मत भूलो। एंड वंस से एमआईटीएन इज ऑलवेज एमआईटीएन। मैंने देख लिया डॉक्टर कुमार को, इनके दिलो दिमाग में एमआईटी छाया हुआ है। मैं चाहता हूं कि वो अब आगे आए और आकर अपना उद्बोधन दें मास्टर ऑफ सेरेमनी के माध्यम से, ताकि आप एमआईटीएन जो वर्तमान के एमआईटीएन हैं, भविष्य के एक अच्छे एमआईटीएन बन सके। बहुत धन्यवाद, थैंक यू सो मच। आपका आभार डॉक्टर कुमार कि आपने हमारा निवेदन सुना श्री गुप्ता जी का और हमारे चेयरमैन साहब का, हम सबका, और आप दुबई से यात्रा कर आप यहाँ पर आए हैं। हम आपके बहुत आभारी हैं। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर बीइंग हियर। जय हिंद, जय भारत, जय अमेरिका।
थैंक यू सो मच सर फॉर योर मोटिवेशनल वर्ड्स। किसने सोचा था कि सन 1994 में एक रोका हुआ छोटा सा पौधा एमआईटी जो एक सैपलिंग था, वो आज एक पूरा ग्रोन अप ट्री की तरह जो कुछ पल्लवित हो चुका है, देश विदेश में उसकी खुशबू, उसकी महक हमारे एलुमनाई के माध्यम से पहुंच रही है। ये वाकई में काबिल तारीफ है। जैसे हम कहते हैं कि एवरी ट्री वाज वंस अ सीड एंड एवरी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन वाज वंस एन आइडिया। सब कुछ आइडिया होता है, और आइडिया से कौन कहां तक पहुंच सकता है। हमारे कॉलेज के लिए मैं तो धन्यवाद देना चाहूंगी हमारे सारे यहाँ डिग्नेटरीज का, कि जो इतने अच्छे अच्छे प्रोग्राम यहाँ पे आयोजित करते हैं, जिससे हमारे आने वाली जो अब जो है हमारे स्टूडेंट्स हैं, जनरेशन है, वो भी नए मिसाल कायम करें। इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ, बहुत सम्मान के साथ, आई वुड लाइक टू इनवाइट आवर ऑनरेबल ट्रस्टी आर्किटेक्ट श्री वाईपी गुप्ता जी फॉर हिज एड्रेस।
आप सभी को सादर नमस्कार। आज भाषण के बजाय मन की उद्वेलना आपके सामने प्रस्तुत करनी है। I'm absolutely moved today. I don't think I will be able to speak like a lecture. It is like talking for the upliftment, for the person who has made a great initiative and who feels very happy coming here in your MIT, our MIT, while he has been everywhere. MIT, Massachusetts, he has been awarded there. He has done his degrees from IIT Kharagpur, one of the best IIT in the country. He has been recognized everywhere in US. He is working for British government, living in Abu Dhabi, and what more. When somebody will read his profile, you will come to know that you are sitting one of the magnetic personality of the world. But he is ours. He is so simple. Just now, आपने बहुत जोर से ताली तो बजाई नहीं। कितने लोग आप में से कोट करने पड़ रहे हैं अभी हाथ खड़ा करके? Doctor, please look at them. How many of them are here? Yes, thank you. How many of you are in third year? Okay. Only first year more students are here.
First year.
Acha. And how many are from first year and second year both?
First year, second year, very good, very nice.
Okay. Doctor, this meeting, this lecture of yours, please, is organized only to inspire that how an MITian go up to this side. How they will be inspired from your lecture. How they will be inspired from your humility. You are everywhere in the world, but you are so humble, so nice. You touch the feet of your all teachers here, all elders here. God is great. God has given the wisdom of being the Superman. So nice of you, and you have kindly agreed to come here. We feel proud of it. We feel proud of it that you are of us. Right? अब दो तीन लाइनें पढ़ दूँ आपके लिए. It is only for you and nothing else. Only for you. कौन कहता है कामयाबी किस्मत से आती है? कौन कहता है कि कामयाबी किस्मत से आती है? इरादे में दम हो तो मंजिलें भी जुट जाती हैं।
क्या बात है?
मैं इन लाइनों को आपकी परमिशन लेके दोबारा पढ़ना चाहता हूँ। I like to read these lines in your respect again.
Yes sir, yes sir.
Right. कौन कहता है कामयाबी किस्मत से आती है? मेरे प्यारे बच्चों सारे सुनो, ध्यान से सुनो। कौन कहता है कामयाबी किस्मत से आती है? इरादे में दम हो तो मंजिलें भी जुट जाती हैं। और अगर अगली दो लाइनें आप सुनोगे, आपको इतनी मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी, इतनी मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी कि आप अपने आप से डर जाओगे कि क्या मैं इससे भी ज्यादा मेहनत कर सकता हूँ? क्या मैं भी कुमार पद्मनाभ साहब जैसा बन सकता हूँ? आप अपने आप से आप कसम खाने लगोगे। तो दो लाइनें सुनिए। अगर तुम सूरज की तरह चमकना चाहते हो, अगर तुम सूरज की तरह चमकना चाहते हो तो सूरज की तरह जलना भी सीखो।
क्या बात है सर?
ठीक है, तो आप लोग मेहनत करेंगे, जोर से बोलिए हाँ। आप कुमार साहब जैसा बनना चाहोगे? ओके, मेरी आखिरी दो पंक्ति और सुन दीजिएगा। तो आप अपने आप से जिद करोगे आज कि हमें कुमार साहब से सीखना है। मंजिलें उन्हें नहीं मिलती जिनके ख्वाब बड़े होते हैं। मैंने इसका उल्टा सुना था पहले कि जिनके बड़े ख्वाब होते हैं उन्हें मंजिलें मिलती हैं। तो यहाँ कुछ उल्टा लिखा है, मंजिलें उन्हें नहीं मिलती जिनके ख्वाब बड़े होते हैं, बल्कि मंजिलें उन्हें मिलती हैं जो पाने के लिए जिद पर अड़े होते हैं। अगर आपको कुमार साहब बनना है, अगर आपको 10% भी कुमार साहब बनना है, तो आपको अपने से जिद करनी पड़ेगी। आपको अपनी पढ़ाई में अद्वितीय प्रतिभा पानी पड़ेगी। कौन है कुमार साहब? हमारे यहाँ से आपकी तरह बीटेक की डिग्री करने के बाद उन्होंने बेस्ट आईआईटी ऑफ द कंट्री आईआईटी खड़गपुर से अपना पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन किया, राइट। उसके बाद आपने वहां से पीएचडी की और उसके बाद और भी बढ़िया आईआईएम बेंगलोर, बेस्ट आईआईटी आईआईएम बेंगलोर, वहां से आपने मैनेजमेंट किया। इस सब से हमें क्या शिक्षा मिलती है कि हमें इन्हें गोल अपनी पढ़ाई पूरी कर लेनी चाहिए। If we are doing BTech and then we are searching for a very, make good arrangement for a job, instead we should go for higher education. Higher education वो लोग कैसे करेंगे जो अपने आप को उतना अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकते। वो ऐसे करेंगे that your whole education will be borne by Government of India. Your marks will be so nice, so good, so beautiful that you are getting always scholarships. आपको बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं। हर घड़ी हमें कुमार साहब को सुनने के लिए इंतजार हो रही है। मैं आपको बहुत शुभकामना देता हूँ। इस रिक्वेस्ट के साथ उनका हर शब्द आपके दिल के अंदर उतर जाना चाहिए। उनका हर शब्द आपके लिए एक सीख होनी चाहिए। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
थैंक यू सो मच सर। मैं भी बस 2 लाइनें बोल रही हूँ यहाँ से, उसके बाद मैं हमारे नेक्स्ट स्पीकर जो आ रहे हैं मैं इनवाइट करूंगी। तो सर ने इतना सारा मोटिवेशन यहाँ से दिया है और आप सब लोग सोच रहे होंगे कि हम कैसे सूरज की तरह जलें और किस तरीके से हम आगे बढ़ें और नाम रोशन करें। तो 2 लाइनें बस इस प्रकार में कि साहिल पर खड़े होकर सदफ को ना देख, सदफ मतलब समंदर की गहराई, साहिल पर खड़े होकर सदफ को ना देख, मोती की अगर तमन्ना है तो समंदर में उतर। तो बस इसी आपको करनी है। इसके बाद हमारे एएसएच के मेन आधार स्तंभ हम सबके गाइड मेंटर डॉक्टर मनीष सक्सेना सर, एचओडी एएसएच, डीन आरएनडी को मैं ससम्मान इनवाइट करूंगी। आज तक सभी लोग उत्साहित हैं कि आज आपके वेलकम में रहें कुछ। तो हमारे एचओडी सर आ रहे हैं, डॉक्टर मनीष सक्सेना सर प्लीज।
नमस्कार चेयरमैन सर, डायरेक्टर सर, हमारे अपने कुमार पद्मनाभ, मेरे साथी, सारे प्यारे स्टूडेंट्स। जैसे आप लोगों ने पहली बार एमआईटी में जब एडमिशन लिया, फर्स्ट टाइम आए होंगे, जब एमआईटी ओपन हुआ था 96, 9 और 10 दिसंबर की रात काउंसलिंग हो रही थी, स्पेशल काउंसलिंग लखनऊ में। उस काउंसलिंग में मैं और उस टाइम जो डायरेक्टर सर होते थे हमारे डॉक्टर एच.के. वर्मा, हम 2 लोग गए थे। 3 कॉलेजेस थे, एक एसआरएनएस, एक हम, एक हिंदुस्तान कॉलेज आगरा। हिंदुस्तान कॉलेज आगरा और एसआरएनएस से वहां के जो चेयरमैन थे वो और उनके डायरेक्टर आए थे। मुझे एक मौका मिला था यहाँ पे अपने कॉलेज को रिप्रेजेंट करने का। बड़ी मुश्किल से काउंसलिंग शुरू हुई, स्पेशल काउंसलिंग थी, सारी सीट्स भर चुकी थी, बस इन 3 कॉलेजेस के लिए स्टूडेंट्स को लेना था। उस काउंसलिंग में दिन भर ये हम लोग इंतजार करते रहे कब शुरू होगी, कैसे होगी। बार बार ये लग रहा होगा भी या नहीं होगा, पता नहीं कॉलेज रन कैसे करेगा, इस सेमेस्टर में क्या होगा। रात में करीब 9 बजे काउंसलिंग शुरू हुई और वो करीब 2:30 और 3 बजे तक चली। उसी काउंसलिंग के दौरान कुमार और इनके साथियों ने एमआईटी को ऑप्ट किया था। हम पे सिर्फ 160 सीट्स थी। 160 में भी कुछ एनआरआई कोटा की थी, हुसैन एनआरआई कोटा बोलते थे, मैनेजमेंट कोटा, और बाकी सारी सीट्स वहां से फिल होके आई थी। कुमार और इनके साथियों को जो रिपोर्ट करना था एमआईटी में वो था 16 दिसंबर, जिसको हम एमआईटी का फाउंडेशन डे के रूप में मनाते हैं। इनकी पहली क्लास उसी दिन हुई थी। कुमार 16 तारीख को ही शायद मेरे पास आए थे, क्योंकि इन्होंने वहां मुझे ही देखा था तो मैं तो बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट से किसी को पहचानता नहीं था कि कौन MIT में आ रहा है, कैसे हो रहा है। खुद आके मिले और मेरा पहला क्वेश्चन ये था, तुम साउथ से आ रहे MIT में? तो ये बोले सर मैं साउथ का नहीं हूँ, मैं गोरखपुर से हूँ और मेरा नाम कुमार पद्मनाभ है, पद्मनाभ से लगता है कि मैं साउथ का हूँ। फिर उसके बाद क्लासेस शुरू हुई हिंदू कॉलेज में। आज मेरी पद्मनाभ, मैं इनको पद्मनाभ बोलता, कुमार नहीं बोलता क्योंकि मुझे कुमार सरनेम जैसा लगता था। इनके भाई का नाम भी कुमार रत्नाभ है, तो मैं इनको पद्मनाभ और रत्ना भी बोलता था। मैंने इनको पूछा, हिंदू कॉलेज याद है, वुडन पार्टीशन वाली क्लासेस? कह रहे हाँ सर, वहीं से तो शुरू किया था सब। सुबह 7 बजे फिजिक्स लैब हमारी हिंदू कॉलेज की लैब में होती थी, केमिस्ट्री लैब हिंदू कॉलेज की लैब में चलती थी। ये रामनंदा विहार से 7 बजे, 6:30 बजे जाड़ों में अंधेरा होता था उधर, और उस टाइम पे निकल के 7 बजे तक हिंदू कॉलेज पहुंच चुके होते थे। तब सिटी बस चलती थी, बस ऑटो नहीं थे, रिक्शा या सिटी बस। सिटी बस भी 3 नंबर 9 नंबर, तुम लोगों ने तो देखी भी नहीं होगी, बड़ी खचाड़ा सी बसें होती थी। मतलब उसमें बैठ के 2 लोग बराबर बैठ के बात नहीं कर सकते थे, इतनी आवाज होती थी उस बस में। उस बस से लोग जाते थे क्योंकि इन पे उस टाइम पर जैसे तुम सबके पास अपनी अपनी एक्टिवा और सबके पास एक्टिवा मोटरसाइकिल बचपन से आ जाती है, इन लोगों के पास कुछ नहीं था। इन सबको या तो रिक्शा से चलना होता था या सिटी बस से चलना होता था। मुश्किल से मुश्किल इनके पूरे बैच में 1 या 2 के पास साइकिल होती थी, बाकी किसी को कुछ नहीं होता था। स्कूटर अकेले मेरे पास होता था पूरे कॉलेज में, तो मेरा ही स्कूटर चलता था सबके साथ, जिसको ले जाना होता था वही लेके जाता। मेरा भी अपना नहीं होता था, पापा का होता था। हमने उस टाइम से शुरू किया था कॉलेज में। फिर यहाँ आए, यहाँ पर जब कुमार का 4th ईयर था शायद, तो एक दिन ये मेरे पास आए, एक और इनके साथ इन्हीं की शक्ल का इंसान आया। बोले सर ये मेरा छोटा भाई है, इसको अब आपको इसको संभालना है। तो
MIT में इतना विश्वास,
हाँ,
भाई
का अब आपको इसको संभालना है, जैसे आपने हम लोगों को संभाला था इसको भी, और इनके भाई को भी हम लोगों ने वैसे ही संभाला। वो भी 4 साल करके, अब भाई इनके बेंगलोर में हैं। और मुझे कुमार के बारे में रत्नाभ से ही पता लगता रहता है कि अब ये कहाँ है। बीच में एक बार ये एक तरीके से विजिटिंग कह दो, क्या कह दो, इनका अमेरिका में ट्रिप ऐसे लगते थे जैसे मुरादाबाद से रामपुर जा रहे। और इनका भाई से मैंने पूछा आज कहाँ है? सर पता ही नहीं होता कब वो अमेरिका होते हैं कब इंडिया होते हैं, उनका कुछ नहीं पता चलता। तो इनके भाई बेंगलोर में है, वो शायद सीमेंस में है। और उनसे मेरा इसलिए क्योंकि वो जिस सोसाइटी में रहते हैं वहां पे मेरा कजिन यहीं से पास आउट होके गए हुए सुमित सारा भाई, वो उसकी फैमिली, उसके कई सारे बैचमेट सेम सोसाइटी में रहते हैं। तो इसलिए वहां का कुमार के बारे में पता लगता रहता था। और कुमार को नहीं पता था कि मुझे कुमार के बारे में इतना कुछ पता था। ये भी आप ताज्जुब कर रहे थे, आपको कैसे पता? मैंने कहा जिसको तुम मुझे देखे गए थे ना, वो अभी भी मेरे टच में है, तो उससे पता लगता रहता है। तो हम लोग कुमार को सुनना चाहेंगे। और इनकी जर्नी बहुत अच्छी रही है, और पढ़ने वाले थे हमेशा, शायद सबसे आगे बैठने वाले थे। वो ये खुद भी बताएंगे कहाँ बैठते थे। मुझे जितना याद है मेरी क्लास में आगे बैठते थे, और सारा काम टाइम से पूरा करना, टाइम से क्लास में आना, कभी कभी लेट हो जाना तो मैं तो टोक ही देता हूँ, तो इनको भी टोका होगा। लेट तो बर्दाश्त ही नहीं होता, तुम लोगों को खूब पकड़ा है मैंने ऊपर जब भी लेट आते हो, तो इनको भी नहीं छोड़ा था। बाकी अब कुमार को सुनते हैं। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your experiences with him. Now I request Honorable Director, sir, to present our rose word to Honorable Trustee Shri Anil Agrawal ji. हमारे बीच हमारे ट्रस्टी श्री अनिल अग्रवाल जी भी मौजूद हैं। कृपया उनका सत्य निवेदन है रोज बढ़ने के उनका स्वागत करें जोरदार तालियों के साथ। देखिए आप MIT की किस तरीके से प्रगति हुई है, MIT किस तरह से मुकाम पे पहुंचा है, हिंदू कॉलेज से लेकर और MIT जो हमारा संस्थान है। ये संस्थान के लिए बहुत ही गोल्डन मोमेंट्स हैं। मेरा निवेदन है हमारे ट्रस्टी श्री अनिल अग्रवाल जी से कि वो भी इस मोमेंट पे अपने उद्गार व्यक्त करें।
हो गया सर, हो गया।
नहीं सर, इनको बुलवाएं,
पहले इनको बुलाओ।
इनको सुनने आए ना हम आज, इनको सुनना है।
बस हमारे बीच में बस एक कबीर सर से, कुमार सर से पहले अनिमेश सर, डीन ऑफ स्टूडेंट वेलफेयर डॉक्टर अनिमेश अग्रवाल सर भी अपना उद्गार व्यक्त करना चाहेंगे, जिनका गाइडेंस हमें हर पल होता है।
गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीबॉडी। एक टीचर के लिए शायद इससे सम्मान का पल और कोई नहीं हो सकता है जब उसे अपने ही शिष्य के सम्मान करने का गौरव का पल था। कुमार पद्मनाभ का MIT के प्रांगण में स्वागत करता हूँ। और जैसे मनीष जी ने बताया, बहुत सारी यादें इनके साथ जुड़ी हुई हैं। कुमार पद्मनाभ, आश्रय कुमार पद्मनाभ यहाँ पर हैं तो इन्हीं की बात हम करेंगे, इससे ज्यादा हम बात नहीं करेंगे। कुमार पद्मनाभ जो है वो आगे वाली सीट पर बैठने वाले स्टूडेंट थे। आज मैं आप लोगों को क्यों बता रहा हूँ उसका भी कारण है, छोटी सी बात है, इनके कैरेक्टर की बात बता रहा हूँ पर तुम्हारे लिए बता रहा हूँ। और एक बहुत छोटा सा इंसिडेंट बताता हूँ, और वो इसलिए बता रहा हूँ कि तुम्हारे अंदर भी वो चीज डेवलप हो। देखिए, जब ये 96 में कॉलेज शुरू हुआ था तो शायद आप में से तो बहुत सारे बच्चे ऐसे होंगे जो शायद उस समय पैदा नहीं, ठीक है ना। 96 वालों को बहुत ही कोई होगा, कोई भी नहीं होगा इनमें, ठीक है। तो बेटा उस समय जो था वो हमारे पास नेट की कोई फैसिलिटी नहीं थी, सोशल मीडिया का कुछ चीज नहीं होती थी। और कुमार पद्मनाभ का जो कंडीशन थी वो ये थी, जैसे हमारा कॉलेज था छोटा सा था, एक स्टाफ रूम होता था। अभी हम उनके साथ डिस्कशन भी कर रहे थे, वही बात मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ। तो सारे टीचर एक साथ बैठते थे, एक बड़ी सी टेबल होती थी, उस पर हम लोग बैठे होते थे, चाहे वो फिजिक्स वाला हो, चाहे वो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स वाले हो, चाहे वो कंप्यूटर वाले हो। तो जैसे ही कुमार पद्मनाभ को देखते थे कि वो आ रहा है, तो 2-3 टीचर उठ के भाग जाते, वो तो ये आएगा और फिर क्वेश्चन पूछे। तो आप सोचो, मतलब इसकी इनकी जो आदत थी वो ये थी कि he always want to learn something and always want to learn something and not only learn something, discuss the things with the teacher। तो इनके अंदर टीचर के साथ डिस्कशन की, और जब भी ये खाली समय होता था कोई ना कोई क्वेश्चन लेके पहुंच जाते। अच्छा, उस समय क्या होता था, नेट वाली तो फैसिलिटी नहीं थी। मान लो आज के क्या है, बच्चा मेरे पास क्वेश्चन लेके आया, मैंने देखा नेट पे थोड़ा सा जल्दी करा और उस काम को फटाफट निपटा दिया, राइट। अब उस समय ये होता था कि नेट की फैसिलिटी, और ये क्वेश्चन ये पूछ के गए तो टीचर रात भर लगा रहता। अच्छा, ये एक MIT की खासियत रही है, मैं बेटा बताना चाहता हूँ। अगर आप अपने टीचर से कुछ भी क्वेश्चन पूछोगे, मैं आपको गारंटी देता हूँ आज भी ये कल्चर हमारे यहाँ है कि आपका टीचर कैसे भी हो उस क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व करेगा और आपकी प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करेगा। ये यहाँ का कल्चर है जो डेवलप हुआ। तो टीचर बोलते थे यार रात भर इसका क्वेश्चन देखा, किताबें 4-5 पढ़ी, अब इसको सुबह क्वेश्चन बता के आए और फिर क्वेश्चन लेकर आए। तो जब आप ऐसा बनोगे, इसमें कोई गलत बात नहीं बता रहा हूँ, जब आप ऐसा बनोगे, क्वेश्चन पूछोगे, अपने टीचर को परेशान करोगे, तो एक दिन किसी की तरह कुमार पद्मनाभ बनो। सीखना पड़ेगा, पूछना पड़ेगा, ये सारी चीजें करनी पड़ेगी। एक बस लास्ट में एक बात कहना चाहता हूँ, इनकी जो नॉलेज के बारे में बात कर, अभी मैं पढ़ रहा था इनका बायोडेटा, उसमें लिखा है साहित्य अकेडमी अवार्ड। सोचिए, AI और IoT का बनना है ये, और इनको जो है इनकी पहली बुक इन्होंने लिखी लिटरेचर पर, साहित्य पर, एंड इट इज नॉमिनेटेड फॉर द साहित्य अकेडमी अवार्ड। सोचो, साहित्य अकेडमी अवार्ड के लिए इनकी लिखी हुई बुक को नॉमिनेट किया गया। कितनी बड़ी बात है कि AI और IoT का बंदा साहित्य की तरफ भी जाता है। तो इनकी मल्टीपल नॉलेज है, बहुत वास्ट नॉलेज है। तो एज ए टीचर मैं आपको भविष्य के लिए शुभकामनाएं देता हूं कुमार पद्मनाभ। और एक लास्ट बात और कहना चाहता हूं श्री YP गुप्ता जी के बारे में। हमारे YP गुप्ता जी ने जब MIT ये खुला था तो पहला एक भाषण दिया था, आज भी मुझे याद है। तो शायद अनिल जी आप भी इनके पहला भाषण में बताना चाहता हूँ, सर ने कहा था, एक परफेक्ट बताता हूँ, हमें भी वो वर्ड नहीं पता एज ए टीचर। सर ने कहा आज हमने MIT मुरादाबाद खोला है और एक दिन इस MIT मुरादाबाद को MIT मैसाचुसेट्स इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी USA बनाना है। और आज जो सपना है इस पद्मनाभ में, आपको पता है पद्मनाभ जो है वो आज MIT USA से अटैच्ड है और वही इसमें सपना आज MIT का हमारा पूरा करना है।
क्या बात है।
तो कुमार पद्मनाभ को भविष्य के लिए बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं, इसी तरीके से आगे बढ़ते रहिए और एज ए टीचर मेरी आपको शुभकामनाएं हैं कि हमेशा आगे बढ़ें और इस MIT का नाम और अपना नाम रोशन करें। थैंक यू।
थैंक यू सो मच सर फॉर योर इंस्पिरेशनल वर्ड्स। अब हमारे बीच में सिर्फ हमारे जो ट्रस्टी श्री अनिल अग्रवाल जी हैं, सर से मेरा अनुरोध है कि कृपया वो भी आए और प्लस ऑल ऑफ अस।
सबसे पहले तो मैं उस टीम को बधाई देना चाहूंगा जिन्होंने इन्हें पद्मनाभ को यहाँ मतलब बुलाने का प्रयास करा और ये यहाँ पर आए। शायद YP गुप्ता जी के ज्यादा एफर्ट्स है इसमें। और जब YP गुप्ता जी ने मेरे को बायोडाटा भेजा परसों, तो मैंने अब तक तो मुझे नाम ही पता था खाली जो आपने मैसेज भेजते, लेकिन जब आप YP गुप्ता जी ने बायोडाटा भेजा तो पूरा बायोडाटा मैं रीड नहीं कर पाया, इतना लंबा बायोडाटा था। लेकिन फिर मेरा मन ये हुआ कि उसमें कुछ तो होगा, लेकिन उस बायोडाटा की अगर आप सब लोग जो लास्ट की 2-3 लाइन है अगर आप वो पढ़ेंगे तो आपको लगेगा कि इस शख्स में कितनी अपने देश के प्रति देश प्रेम की भावना है। उसमें लिखा था कि मैं बिना MIT के पता नहीं क्या होता आज। उसमें इनके लास्ट वाले वर्ड ये हैं बायोडाटा में। तो आप लोगों को गर्व होना चाहिए, 30 साल बाद भी जैसे मैं मिला हूं तो मेरे चरण स्पर्श करें मेरे इतनी हाई पोस्ट। आप लोगों को तो नमस्ते करने में भी शर्म आती होगी या बहुतों को, बच्चों को जो आजकल की कल्चर है। पहले जो हमारा बैच होता था MIT में, जितने भी बच्चे निकलते थे और हम आते थे सब विश करके नमस्ते करके जाते थे। और आज से कोई इस बात में इंसल्ट फील करते हैं अपनी। आजकल की जो कल्चर है ना, मैं सबके लिए नहीं कह रहा ये बात, लेकिन इस नई जनरेशन में ये कल्चर है कि अपने टीचर को, अपने गुरु को अपने विश करने में भी उन्हें लगता हम क्यों करें। तो मैं आपको सुनने की वजह से आया हूँ, स्पेशली आप भी सुने, मैं भी सुनूंगा। और हमारे पूरे MIT को और हमारे पूरे परिवार को अपने ऐसे स्टूडेंट पे गर्व है। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
थैंक यू सो मच सर। सर ने बिल्कुल सही बात कही है। एक लाइन मैं भी ऐड करना चाहूंगी। बच्चा जब फर्स्ट ईयर में होता है, जो टीचर पढ़ाता है उसे विश करता है। नेक्स्ट ईयर में जब टीचर चेंज हो जाता है तो आगे बच्चे विश करते हैं, आगे विश नहीं करते। दैट इज द बिटर ट्रुथ। और सर का सिर्फ कहने का माध्यम यही है, सिर्फ एक जो कहना चाहते हैं कि हमेशा आपको जिस भी गुरु ने पढ़ाया है आप उसको अगर नमन करेंगे तो बच्चों आशीर्वाद ही मिलेगा। उनका तात्पर्य यही है। और जो पैर छूना भी ये हो गया है सर, आजकल अगर बस पैर छू गए, घुटने तक भी हाथ नहीं पहुंचते। और तो यही कल्चर और ये वैल्यूज हम सीख रहे हैं। जो व्यक्ति यहाँ से US से चला गया, मैंने अभी देखा बहुत से लोग दीप प्रज्वलन करते हैं और अपने को शूज नहीं निकालते। लेकिन ये वाकई में सर मतलब काबिल तारीफ है कि वहां जाके भी, विदेश जाके भी आप अपने संस्कारों से जुड़े हुए हैं। ये बहुत बड़ी बात है। अब हम कार्यक्रम को आगे बढ़ाएंगे, जिसके लिए हम सब बहुत बेताब हैं हमारे बीच हमारे अलुमनस को सुनने के लिए। लेकिन उनको तो हमें सुनना ही है, पर 3 से 4 मिनट आपको मुझे देने पड़ेंगे, क्योंकि यहाँ जितने सारे स्टूडेंट्स बैठे हैं उन्हें ज्यादा डिटेल नहीं पता कि हमारे बीच उपस्थित हमारे आज के जो अतिथि हैं कुमार पद्मनाभ, ये क्या शख्सियत है, इनके क्या अचीवमेंट्स हैं, आप इनकी हम इतनी तारीफ हम सभी लोग क्यों कर रहे हैं, ये जानने का हक आपको बिल्कुल है। और मेरे लिए रियली अपॉर्चुनिटी है इसको प्रेजेंट करना। सो हियर इट इज, डॉक्टर कुमार Padmanabh is a senior researcher at ECE, the research laboratory of British Telecom, with distinguished expertise in the Internet of Things and applied machine learning. His work focuses on developing advanced energy management solutions and fault prediction technologies for industrial machines. He holds a PhD from IIT Kharagpur and an executive management degree from IIM Bangalore. Dr. Padmanabh's innovations have earned international recognition, including the second best AI automation project in the United Kingdom 2021 and selection by MIT Technology Review as one of the top 6 scientists in India under the age of 35 in 2010. I think it deserves a huge round of applause. 26 patents, including 11 granted in the US, has authored over 45 research publications. Prior to current assignment, he has contributed to research lab of leading organizations such as Bosch, General Motors, and Infosys. He is also a published author of 3 fiction books and hundreds of non-technical blog articles. His journey began with postgraduate and doctoral studies at IIT Kharagpur, followed by MBA. In 2011, MIT, which is also now compared to the Massachusetts also, recognized him among the top 6 scientists in India through its Science Magazine Technology Review. In 2010, he was ranked one among you can say thousands of software engineers of Infosys and received the Thought Leader of the Year award. In 2005, he was among 7 young professionals on the Infosys CEO's list for future leadership grooming. In 2021, he received the second Best AI Innovation Award in the United Kingdom, presented in London. He is a regular visitor to IISEs as an industrial expert and hosted various expert lectures in his YouTube channel. He has 26 patents to his credit. He is successfully running that is www.intel, co-founder and head of R&D. He has, as I told, he has a hobby of creative writing, and he has published 3 books, novel fiction which was told to us by Dr. Aniket Kumar sir in his mother tongue, that is called Mathili language, which I said that he is deeply rooted to Indian culture, and he is contributed to this endangered language. जिसे हम कहते हैं endangered species हैं, तो and कुछ language भी हैं जो लुप्त हो रही हैं, तो उन्होंने अपनी मैथिली भाषा में इसको लिखा. His first book was nominated for Sahitya Academy Award, and that was also at the age of 35 when he was 35 years old. तो आप ये देखिए कि ये चीज साहित्यिक अकेडमी अवार्ड अपने आप में अगर आप देखेंगे गूगल करेंगे तो आपको इसकी इंपॉर्टेंस पता चलेगी. इट्स रियली टफ दैट आवर लिटरेरी वर्क इज nominated there. He has an offer from IITH for a position of full professor in computer science department. He brings over 18 years of extensive experience working with a diverse range of technologies including Java, Python, JSP, Spring Boot for robust backend development. He has hands-on expertise in modern cloud-native solutions using AWS cloud services, container orchestration with Kubernetes, and deployment automation with Helm charts. His skill set also encompasses designing and implementing CI/CD pipelines using Git and other industry standard tools to streamline software delivery processes. Additionally, he has worked with machine learning applications, enterprise data integration, EDI, API, gateway management, and B2BI platform to enable seamless business-to-business communication, which is the need of our. Throughout his career, he has successfully led multiple cross-functional teams distributed across various regions such as APAC, EMEA, and the USA. This experience has honed his abilities to manage multicultural teams, align global project goals, and deliver complex solutions on time. Life continues to throw challenges in various forms, but the lessons he has learned at MIT Moradabad still fuel his energy and drive. It is mentioned in his resume by him. For example, you casually told Mr. Padmanabh, the Japanese way of protest that ensures productivity is never lost. This is the tagline which you can take along with you. आज का जो take away है, अभी सर की speech से पहले वो मैं बता दे रही हूँ, वो ये है कि आपको ये ensure करना है productivity is never lost. And his rank in the entrance examination of UP 1996 was WL 828. अब ये वो लाइन आ रही है जिसकी लिए हमारे ट्रस्टी अनिल अग्रवाल जी कह रहे थे कि बात की जो 2 लाइन है वो आपकी दिल छू लेंगी. वो ये है कि with this rank Dr. Padmanabh would have just missed the admission at MIT. लेकिन उन्होंने क्या कहा है कि MIT came at that time for my rescue. उन्हें मनचाहा कॉलेज नहीं मिला, MIT ने उन्हें रेस्क्यू जैसा ऑपरेशन होता है वो रेस्क्यू था. And without MIT, I would have probably landed in some clerical job. मतलब ये तो हमारे लिए बहुत बड़ा एक हमारे लिए टाइटल की तरह उनके शब्द हैं जो कहे गए हैं. So with these words, without wasting much time, because I'm really short of words to express each and everything about his profile, I would like to invite sir. Your presence has really elevated the grandeur and the splendor of today's program. अभी सर के सेशन से पहले हम सब लोग कितने ज्यादा उत्सुक हैं सर, बस 5 मिनट और आपके कि हम पहले आपका सम्मान करना चाहते हैं. हम लोग बहुत ज्यादा उत्सुक हैं, बहुत ज्यादा डिलाइटेड हैं आपकी इस प्रेजेंस से कि डॉक्टर कुमार पद्मनाभ born on 15/7/1976 received his BTech in Electronics and Communication Engineering in 2000 from Radhabad Institute of Technology. Affiliated to MJP Rohilkhand University, now it is affiliated from APU. He further obtained MTech degree from NIT Allahabad in Digital Systems and PhD from IIT Kharagpur, Wireless Sensor Networks as an Executive MBA from IIM Bangalore. He is currently a senior researcher at PPTIC, the research laboratory of British Telecom, with distinguished expertise in the Internet of Things and machine learning. His innovations have earned international recognition, including the second Best AI Automation Award and the other awards which I have recently mentioned, including 26 patents, 11 patents in United States, and has authored 45 research publications. It is really a pleasure and privilege for Radhabad Institute of Technology, India, to honor Dr. Kumar Padmanabh with a distinguished alumnus award on August 18, 2025. I request our honorable trustees, directors, honorable HODs, please come forward for this felicitation ceremony. This is the Distinguished Alumni Award to Dr. Kumar Padmanabh. Please. जोरदार तालियों के साथ हम एक रिक्वेस्ट है सभी से एक बार स्टैंडिंग ओवेशन रियली डिजर्व करते हैं स्टैंडिंग ओवेशन तो है. जैसे कि निवेश सर ने कहा कि अपने ही छात्र का सम्मान करना एक टीचर के लिए सबसे बड़ा सम्मान है. हम लोग बहुत दिल से आभारी हैं हमारे डॉक्टर कुमार पद्मनाभ जी के लिए who kindly consented for today's program even after his busy schedule. हम लोग we are really grateful from the bottom of our heart. और डेफिनेटली आज के जो हमारे स्टूडेंट्स हैं वो बहुत कुछ यहाँ से सीख के जाएंगे और नए आयाम अपने यहाँ पर वो बनाएंगे. So now what do you say?
So before my laptop is put in, भाई मुझे दुनिया में हर जगह रिकॉग्निशन मिला, मैं आप लोगों ने सुना, लेकिन मैं अभी अपने घर आया हूँ। जब बेटा बाहर से बड़ा होकर के घर आता है, जनरली घर में उसे उतना रिकॉग्निशन नहीं मिलता है। So I'm going to give a lecture to you guys, and if you give recognition to me, then I will consider what my, like all the explanations that you have just listened. Hello. 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 Fine. Yes. Yeah. So, today I'm in my home. Okay. And for next 40 minutes I will be talking about the technology that I have developed. But I would not like to, give you some boring lecture. So I prepared my lecture in such a way that even the last person in the bench, would be able to understand it 100% and will be able to connect with my thought process perfectly. Although I used to, when I was in MIT or for rest of my my educational career, I used to sit on this bench, front, left, always. Before I start my technical presentation, I would like your attention. When I was here, at that time, I was not very popular, but I was very regular. Regular, I mean, I was never bunking my classes. I was always on the front bench. I was the first to do assignment, but still, I was never the topper of my class. Although I was always in top 5 students of my class, but I was never able to be on number 1. So I thought, when I will explain my fellow MITians what made me to achieve all the success that has been described just now. So I thought I tried explaining myself, interrogating myself, and I found that I always believe that I am good, and always from the day one I am good. I am better than everyone. I was
although I was not able to top my class, but still I was feeling I was the best. So I had a trust on me. I had a trust on me. So my dear student, just close your eyes for 15 seconds and ask yourself, where are you? Your soul will respond to you, what you are and what you can achieve in your life. And this is what this statement of Swami Vivekananda explains. So whatever you think that you will be, if you think yourself weak, you will be. If you think yourself strong, you will be. It is as simple as this. Okay? So now coming to the see, the title is IoT and AI for sustainability. Sustainability, everything I will explain. And its subtitle is how technology developed by MIT and B. Let me tell you, although I am on slightly like I have around 20 years of experience in the industry, so although I am very senior in the industry, but I have always been an individual contributor. So any day of my life, I am a software developer, I am a project manager, I am a scientist, I am a technician, I am like everything that we can talk about. So whatever you are going to listen or going to witness, I have developed everything from the scratch by myself. So the subtitle is how technology developed by MIT and reduced annual electricity bill of Infosys from 120 crore rupees per annum to 80 crore, means 40 crore reduction. Let me tell you, without compromising business or people's comfort.
Yeah.
You cannot save electricity by by compromising with your comfort. Okay? So you can start having like a thought process in yourself. How can someone save electricity bill in a big corporate which is spread across 14 different cities in India? Okay? Before I explain this to you, let me tell you my very recent innovation. Currently I am working in UAE. Water is the last belt. I just wrote 40 lines of code in Python, and this 40 line of code compiled as software is sitting in 1 million home of Dubai. 40 line of code is sitting in 1 million home of Dubai, and I am claiming this is the first time in the world without using any additional infrastructure I am able to detect water leakage in the home either due to the human error or due to the faulty faucets or faulty equipment. Just 40 line of code. Okay, this is just to tell you, to explain you so that even the last bench get connected with me. And I am giving you this task. You think without doing using any additional infrastructure, how you can save or how you can identify water leakage in the home, residential home. So the question was at that time. Right now the Infosys electricity bill must be very high. At that time it was commercial rate was 7.5 rupees per unit. This time it might be 12, 13, 14, I don't know. Okay? And definitely the size. When I was there last time, the total strength of Infosys was close to 2 lakhs to 2.5 lakhs, and now it should be much more higher, so electricity bill should be much more higher. So this amount, if you translate proportionally, I believe it should be maybe like 100 crore, 40 crores must have been translated into 100 crores. So just think how it is possible. Let me tell you again. My PhD was on sensor network, which was building blocks of IoT, and over a period of time, I learned machine learning. I was a student of ECE, electronics and communication. Okay? So, I told you, this is a testing for me. If your attention are diverted, I feel my lecture was not good. So don't put pressure on yourself and let me judge myself using the slides that I prepared for you. Or rather, my work or the work of an MIT for you guys. What is this? Yeah, it's written 350. What does it signify? Okay. So do you know how it is formed? So in this, are you right? Yes. So if you see this, so you will not be able to understand like what is it. But if you go like this, so that like these are the people is holding branded Infosys umbrella, and I was one of them. Are you getting what this 350 signifies? Okay. So, pollution in the environment is measured in particles per million. 350 is an ideal condition. Okay? While we are sitting, and this ideal condition is very difficult, maybe in some hill station where people are not there, you can find it, or maybe in laboratory. So let me tell you, this number in this room at this moment should be like around 700. Yes. Just double for like this thing. So in 2008, 2009, I did one experiment. I put one sensor developed by me in my car and I roamed the whole Bangalore. No one gave me this task, but I was just trying to map the pollution level in the Bangalore city. And in one of the famous, like this number was 1,600. If it is 2,000, then like you will start having like headache and like vomiting and like things like that. So this 350 is an ideal condition. So all the politicians, all the international politicians, or all the academicians, all the scientists. So those who work in sustainability, their target is to become let the environment having this number. 350 number. So we did this demonstration inside Infosys campus, which was which was having like around 28,000 of people to demonstrate or to create awareness, and I was one of the person, and this becomes so famous. You can see. So this was projected in this. You remember this? This is Times Square. Okay. Now coming back slowly to our topic. So what happens when you consume 1 unit of electricity? Somewhere fossil fuels are burned to produce that electricity. Let me remind you, even people on the last bench should connect to this what I am saying very easily. So when you consume 1 unit of electricity in the country, fossil fuels are bound to produce electricity. Number one, somewhere even clean energy are produced from the hydroelectric, then nuclear, then solar power. In our country, we have one common grid, north and south, one common grid. So in our country, as of now, when we consume 1 unit of electricity, 638 grams of carbon dioxide in the environment. So, if you want to save your environment, what you need to do? You need to reduce the electricity bill. Okay? Now, another observation. When you grow economically from whatever level, you will consume more energy. So right now, suppose you are a student, you are consuming less. When you start earning, you will have more expensive equipment, devices, appliances in your home. You will consume more. You will travel more. You will consume more energy. So you will cause more carbon dioxide to go into the environment. Okay? So economic growth is directly proportional, or carbon emission is directly proportional to the economic growth, right? At the country level, the carbon emission from a country or per capita carbon emission from the country is also directly proportional to its GDP growth. It means if someone is telling you as a country, if someone is telling me, hey India, you should stop carbon emission where you are, what does it mean? It means someone is telling you don't grow economically, which is not possible. Which is not possible. Why should India will not grow economically? I am showing you a plot. There are two graphs. One in the red, one in the blue. So red is the per capita energy consumption of USA. Blue is our energy consumption per capita. What you see here, as country is growing, energy consumption is growing. Since already developed since Second World War or even before that, so you can see there is some fluctuation or it remains. But what is the gap? So what happened? In year 2005, there was Earth Summit somewhere in Europe or USA, I don't remember exactly. But in 2005, there was Earth Summit in which our former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh attended that Earth Summit, and USA was forcing India to sign an agreement that you don't grow your carbon emission, rather let it be where you are right now. It means someone is directly putting pressure not to grow economically. So that Earth Summit fell through because India did not sign any this agreement. What happens when a Prime Minister goes to any country? They bring with them some dignitaries, businessmen, journalists. So luckily, the CEO of the time of Infosys, Nandan Nilekani, was accompanying Mr. Manmohan Singh. So in the year 2005, when Manmohan Singh returned back, he created a task force, internal task force, and tried doing experiment. Can we grow economically without contributing to the carbon emission? And Infosys became an experimental test bed. So Nandan Nilekani, then CEO of Infosys, decided we will do this. At that time, the electricity bill of Infosys was 120 crore across all campuses of India per annum. They decided, and you remember, in 2006, I finished my PhD. They were looking for people like me who are good in sensor network and things like that. who will do this kind of job. They recruited me and I started doing experiments. So let me tell you, it was just by chance. I did not have any contribution to this. Okay? It was so happened I was doing PhD under someone who was expert in sensor network. I was the first student of India who did PhD in sensor network, and therefore I got this just for the relevance. I did not have any contribution. I don't want to take any credit of this. I've already explained you this. Yep. Yes. So we have started doing experiment, and the task was, in the first year itself, can we reduce electricity bill by 20%? And in next year, another 20%. Okay? Then we have started doing experiment. And let me tell you again, you must have heard about our alumni, people or manager, senior manager, the director or whatnot. But I was always an individual contributor. Individual contributor means, even today, when I need an electrician to fix my water meter, the thing that I've just explained you, I don't recruit electrician. I mean, it's a half an hour job, but took a screwdriver, I take a screwdriver and to manage myself. So again, I am a technician at that, for any kind of work. So I did not have anything. Everything I had to plan from the beginning. Again, I remind you, I was expert of sensor network, or you can say IoT at that point of time. No background of electricity management, energy management, or anything like that. Then I started, and this slide will explain you that even you can think of reducing electricity bill like me, from 120 crore to 80 crore. What you need to do, it's a huge chunk of work, huge project, and you should be in the mindset to reduce those that big project into a small actionable item, and then plan for each of them separately. So I started thinking, where is the energy consumption of Infosys? So I found it was in the future. It's a service company, 2.5 lakhs software engineers. They were working. Each cubicle, it was consuming energy. You need air condition, then computing power and everything. So there was energy consuming the cubicle. Then at that time there were 2,700 conference rooms in Infosys. Conference room where meetings were taking place. So there was energy consumption in 2,700 conference rooms, and then there were 300 data centers. Data centers where around 2,000 servers were placed in one room, one big hall, and just imagine one server was at least was consuming 200 watts. Just you multiply. I have somewhere I have a calculation for this. So it's a huge amount of electricity. So there were 3 places, and in addition there were other places like a street lighting, lift. It was very negligible, less than 5%. So I did not pay attention to that. Moreover, the technology for electricity, this lighting was evolving in such a way that at that time there was tungsten bulb, then CFL came, then LED came. So from 100 watt it reduced to 1 watt. So there was no point of investigating it further. So 1 watt was, so we did not pay attention to lighting and lift and these things, because there was nothing no meat in that. Now, I had another task on me. So right now, AI is on high if you talk to anyone, like from whether from businessman to academician to industrialist or anyone, he will talk about AI, the possible role of AI anywhere in all walks of life or business. Everybody will think about that. At that time it was sensor network. It was on high. So my boss told me, I was an individual computer, let me tell you again. My boss told me, Infosys had at that time 1.8 lakh people who could write code in Java. But there were only 4 or 5 people who could write code for sensor network. So my boss asked me, can you do something for this? So I said yes. Then we started brainstorming, and then we did something. It's called Mojo. Mojo, like full form is modes into Java object. Modes is nothing but the sensor, a smart sensor. The name is modes. What we did, we created a virtual sensor network using this software. So it means we designed this software that is known as that's a middleware actually, which was converting sensor modes into Java object. Any operation done on these Java objects was directly getting translated into the real world. So in today's nomenclature, in 2007, we created the digital twin of, which was even the digital twin was not named like that. So we created this piece of software, and then we created some hardware, which you see just now. I have already explained what is this Mojo. All these things are available in the public place. I mean, papers or documents are available. If someone is interested, you can read it. So this is the architecture, this is diagram. Okay. Now, so Mojo was a middleware that a piece of software that sits into your server and your hardware that helps you managing your hardware, and also that helps you manage your data. Now, as I have told you, there were 3 sources of electricity consumption. One in the data centers, second in the cubicle, and third in the conference room. And I will explain you how I have carried out this exercise. One by one. What is data center? So data center, a place where servers are kept. You need to maintain the temperature of the data center, and server. Just imagine 2 kilowatts of 2 kilowatt of power that it is consuming, and there are 2,000 servers. How much energy it is dissipating? So because electricity consumption is converted into heat energy, and it emits, and your air conditioning system need to go to pull out all those heat from the data center. So if you don't maintain a particular temperature, say 23 degrees Celsius for a certain hour, say 1 hour, then your warranty would be void. I am repeating this. In data centers, okay, if your temperature goes beyond 23 for half an hour, it is fine. But if it goes beyond 1 hour, actually I don't know what is whether 1 hour, 1.5 hours, or 2 hours. So if it goes beyond more than a certain time, then your warranty would be void. Warranty is no more applicable. So you need to ensure the temperature of the data center remains. What was the current practice at that time? There was an operator. He knows the knob of the air conditioning. He was always putting the knob in the lowest possible just to make sure he is not violating anything. And what I observed, the temperature in the data center was 13 degrees Celsius. 23 to 30 average temperature. So to data center you see what like anything. Okay. Now one can ask, what is next? Then we tried quantifying what is the effect. So we took 4 data centers for the experimentation, and we started doing experiment. One day we run it at 23, next day 22, 23. Then we started noting down the corresponding energy consumption. We found that if you reduce 1 degree Celsius, I need your attention. Here is the eureka moment. If you reduce 1 degree Celsius, you are consuming 4% extra energy. Okay? And then it was completely almost linear. So now you imagine from 13 degree to 23 degree. How many, it was 10 degree? 10 degree multiplied by 4%. But if one can maintain the temperature at 23 degree, he would have saved how much? So what you need? You need to monitor each and every rack of data server or the rack, and then you need to take appropriate decision. Definitely maintaining 13 degree was not practical, but we were able to maintain it at 16, 17, 20 like something that way. Those who understood how it was done, for this, we already developed a middleware called Mojo, and then we also developed a hardware system which was designed for the rack of the server, which was going there. I developed it myself with my hand, or 7 different level of prototyping. So I think I have already explained you this. See, this is the hardware. This is the hardware that we have developed. This was the picture of this hardware installed on the rack, and this was the additional sensor that was developed for other places. So what we did, we divided the data center into 4 different quadrants, put one device in one quadrant, and since it was wireless in nature, the operator was shifting it, whenever they did feel a hot spot in a particular location. Now, in the beginning I told you, there were 300 data centers. This device itself has 11 different types of sensors. Okay? In one data center, there were 4 quadrants, so 4 devices. How many sensors? 44 different sensors. In 300 data centers, how many? 13,200 sensors. 13,200 sensors connected to each other in 14 different cities. It was the largest sensor network of its time in year 2007. Anyone in the world? What it did, it reduced more than 20% of energy consumption in the first year itself. From 13 degree to 16 degree. There were lots of pros and cons. The operator was not ready to directly jump to that, and therefore there was practical miscalculation. But next year again it was corrected for 20% extra. So overall 40% saving was there. But this was not the crux. I am coming to my most relevant innovation in this area. But you can think at this moment, there's nothing rocket science in this. But just remember, we had one sensor, one server, 13,200 sensors were pumping data to one server, and this sensor was connected via USB B at that time. It was not very fast. So 13,200 sensors pumping data to one, so there was a bottleneck there. If you think there is no brainer in that, just imagine how I would have solved this problem. 13,200 sensors pumping data to one common USB gateway. how to solve this problem. Although this is not a rocket science, but what I'm saying is not like, just straightforward. Because all that I have already explained. This was one technical challenge. I will skip this slide, but let me give you a glimpse. All these devices were required to synchronize with each other. And there was, according to the record data center, there was requirement that no two devices should separate, the time synchronization should not have more than 100 milliseconds between two devices. Just imagine how 13,200 sensors were synchronized with each other. A synchronization protocol. So I will skip this. There are lots of mathematics and all those things. For the interest of time, I know you guys already appreciate what I have done. So let us move to the next. So data center was one of the most power consuming rooms. The next was conference room. There were 2,700 conference rooms. How in conference room you need electricity, air conditioning, everything. So there were two types of problems. This conference room was getting booked using that Microsoft system called Outlook. And there were two problems. People were booking the conference room and they were not turning up for the meeting. Number one. Number two, they were not switching off the lights, fans, air conditioning, and there was energy consumption. So we needed a device which could control all this. So again we built a sensor device. Again, 2,700 sensors, set of sensors installed in each conference room for monitoring for occupancy, and using the temperature data, we were also monitoring the air system, not directly but indirectly. So temperature is low, it means air conditioning is off. Was rather simple. You just need to establish the occupancy and connect it with the Outlook system. Now, master of all technologies, and for this I got MIT Technology Review Award, MIT, the MIT in Massachusetts. So, what does this device is looking like? For you guys, it is just an extension box. There are 5 plugs. So this is looking like a extension box. So there are 5 plugs. We with this device. Remember, I am an expert of IoT and machine learning. When I am explaining this hardware, don't treat me or don't consider me as a hardware guy. We designed this hardware and got it built from outside. But prototype I did from with my hand, prototype with all their hand connection and everything. What does this device was doing? Again, let me tell you, I got the biggest award of my career. with this device, number one. Number two, I got many recognition, including I was invited for a talk in LBNL, Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory. So it has 5 plugs. We built a power meter for each plug. Number one, we needed to check the price of this. We can build $1 million device, but then it will not be there will be no value in that. Okay. So the cost of this device was just $100 at that time. So how we build the power meter? We have just one common hardware and using the what do you call? There is a digital circuit. I am just forgetting. Using just one power meter circuit, one by one, on time basis, we were measuring the power in each and 128 times in a second. So with the assumption that in between there will be no change in the power consumption. Sorry, multiplexer. So using the multiplexer circuit, using the same one power meter, we were measuring this. And let me tell you, the first device we made using the special IC integrated circuit, but later on we developed a technique by just using a microcontroller. We were able to measure power consumption in this. So number one, we are measuring the power consumption in each plug. Number two, we were identifying what devices we have plugged in, and this was the master of all innovation. How you can identify a 100-watt monitor, computer monitor versus 100-watt computer versus 100-watt table fan. So we developed a technique called NILM, non-intrusive load monitoring, which is also called load disaggregation. Let me give you a glimpse of the technology. When you plug a device, so lots of harmonics. So frequency of electricity in India is 50 Hz, but the moment you are plugging in, lots of harmonics are emitted, like 100 Hz, 150 Hz and things like that. We monitor all those harmonics. Then power factor of each device is different, and at that time it is a small device. There was a microcontroller with RAM size of 4 kilobytes. We built a machine learning algorithm to classify all these harmonics data and power quality data, and to classify the devices that was plugged in. So number one, it was measuring the power. Number two, it was identifying which device you have plugged in, and then it starts doing the wonder. Let me tell you how. I have already explained it. We call it as a enterprise energy policy enforcer. Now think about Infosys. There were 2.5 lakh employees, each one of them having this device with him, and energy was treated as a ration, the way you are getting commodity. And so say you have 100 units of electricity in a month available to you, and it was calculated based on your work, how much work you need, how much time you need to be in your cubicle, and accordingly this. And since it was connected to the server in one common thing, so enterprise can have a policy for each employee. If you are a normal software engineer, you have 100 units of electricity, If you are a manager, you have 120. If you are a super general manager, you have 150. At that time, since Infosys campus was very good, very green, coffee machines were there, so software engineers were intended to stay in the office beyond office hours, without any need of need of staying there. So this device, using this policy, manager could set in 1 month you have consumed, like in 20 days you have consumed all your energy. Then you have to raise a request. Raise a request to get additional power. If you get additional unit of electricity, after accumulation, so some carbon points will be assigned to you. Remember, 638 gram of carbon dioxide equivalent to 1 unit of electricity. So in a particular time period, you will accumulate this much carbon dioxide, and if it is more than certain thing, your 1 day of the leave will get debited from your account. There was a reward also. Say out of 100 unit of electricity, if you are consuming just 90 days, you will keep equivalent carbon credit for this 10 days, 10 unit of electricity. Over a period of time, you will get 1 extra day of leave. Okay? So, in a company like Infosys, 90%, more than 95% of carbon, this energy consumption was happening in 3 places: data centers, cubicles, and conference room. And I have just explained you how I have quantified those energy consumption, how I have developed a mechanism to control energy consumption, and how I have developed a mechanism to avoid someone who is carbon conscious. Thank you. Don't go away. I would like this was my technical talk. Okay. Now I would like to become one of you, and I will tell you something which will make me nostalgic, and you will feel more connected to me. See, I got admission here in 1996. Now you feel relaxed, okay? I will tell you something which will excite you. So I got admission here in December 1996. Then I was staying in various places. First time I was staying in Limepar area. I don't know, that pool, that bridge is still there. And I was just explaining to the teachers before this lecture that I tried eating everywhere, especially in Sarma Bhojnalaya in front of the railway station, and that food was not suiting me. Okay, so I had lots of problems. I used to go back to my home, and I was wondering whether I will continue. Then I started learning cooking. So homemade food is always better. So I started learning cooking, and then after 6 months I become an expert. But this is not the thing I am telling you. I am telling something more important. Can you imagine a month of January, the first class was starting at 8:30 in the morning. What my routine would have been at that time. I had a room partner from the mechanical engineering branch who is right now almost at the director level. So director level in BARC, Bhava Atomic Research Center in Kalpakam. And he was having the same problem. Therefore, we decided to stay together, cook and enjoy. So our day was starting at 7 a.m. in the morning. We were just getting out of the bed. In that cold morning, there was a pressure cooker in our hand. Okay, even we were going to the washroom. We were making some dal and rice. We used to eat, and I remember it was exactly 18 minutes from from Naveen Nagar, house number 138 to this place. Just 18 minutes. So the clock was ticking fast, and we were able to synchronize. And day after day, every day I was we were late by 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Sometimes we were on time, and then Mani sir was telling us every day, you are still today also you are late by 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Just imagine. Now even I'm thinking how I was able to do that at that moment. So when a student of engineering gets admission in an institute, he starts dreaming about many things. About his hobbies, about yesterday, about his future life, and then getting involved in these cookings and it was not only cooking. Okay, we could not afford, the houseman and everything. We have to clean our utensils and everything. Everything together. Then I was always on the first bench. So all teachers can watch this. That I was always sitting on the first bench. I was like that I have done. Okay. Now remember the first slide that I have shown you. I have said, it says whatever you believe, you will become the maximum. Way back in 1996, 97, I was believing, yes, I am better. And let me tell you one more thing. I was never a topper of my class, but I was never falling behind rank 5. So I was always between 2 to 5, in my class. But I was always believing that I am better than my competitor.
Yes.
So this belief, so when you say it to yourself that you are better, your mind or your soul will tell, no, you are not better. You have to do this to become better. So you are always on your toes to prove yourself. Then I went to my masters. There also I thought I am better. I went to PhD. In PhD, in IT Kharagpur, generally people from West Bengal, even those from the IT, those who are having IT BTech, they do PhD. So 30% of the population of PhD in Kharagpur are BTech aspirant of IT Kharagpur itself. So I thought, when I went there, I told myself, I'm better than these people. Then my mind told me, no, you are not better. You have to do this to make yourself better. So I took a target. So I, in first month of my PhD itself, I asked my teacher, my professor, what I should do that would award me this degree as early as possible. He said, this is your problem. You finish this task, this task, this task, this task, and you get 2 degrees. You publish this, you get 2 degrees. It's as simple as it. So the average time of carrying out research and PhD was 4.5 years. I finished my work in 2 years. My professor told me for 2 years people will create problem. So you have to wait for 6 more months. So I waited for 6 more months. And let me tell you, right from the beginning, when you say that you are better than everyone else, then in the next step it will ask you, your soul and your mind will ask you, are you better in this, are you better in this, are you better in this? If you are not, and if you are sincere, then you will work on this and you will become. So, right from the beginning, my mathematics was very good. See, it's not this formula, it's connecting mathematics to the real world. So, and it is helping me until today. When I said I wrote just 40 lines of Python code and it is saving water in 1 million homes of Dubai, it is mathematics only. When I said I finished my PhD in 2.5 years, it was due to mathematics only. Out of 150 pages of my thesis, I have 80 pages of derivation developed by me. In sensor network, I propose to treat sensor network as if it is a water pipe of municipality in which and data is flowing in that water pipe the way it is flowing in the municipality water pipe. No one is telling water where you need to go. So I developed all those protocols based on this thought and I proved it using the mathematics. After that, after my PhD, see there were 300 people who are working in the research lab of Infosys. All of them they were my peers, right? All of them had chance to be at number one. Then again I asked this question, and that I'm number one. Then my mind told, no, you are not number one. You are lacking of these things. You have to work on that. At that time I was not good in coding, so I learned that. So if you see right from the beginning, so I kept believing on myself. I kept saying I am number one, and my mind was giving feedback to me. You are not number one. You have these shortcomings, and if you work on this, you can become a number one. And I think this attitude or this philosophy helps me achieving all those things what you have said. Number one. Number two, if you see at the country level, where I stand nowhere. I stand nowhere. The next step is to create something great for the society, which will ultimately earn laurels and other things. So right now I don't think, although I'm getting so much love and recognition from MIT family, but I believe I have not achieved that much. I have to do lot many things. Right now I'm 48. I believe 20 more active years there, and I will do under that. So that's it. If you have any questions, I would like to take whatever time it will permit. I would like to take questions. Non-technical question would be better, my MIT days or anything. If you would like to ask any questions.
If you want to ask any related to placement activities during the things you have only left for 1 year, first year में भी 4 साल हैं, आप उस तरह से अपना एक्सपीरियंस करना चाहें. See, this is the best time. जिसने 25 साल अपनी जिंदगी के काटे हो 4 साल के बाद, तो आप समझ सकते हो उनके पास कितना एक्सपीरियंस होगा. Isn't it? So that's your time. कोई हेजिटेशन नहीं, सर से पूछिए कि अभी क्या करवाते हैं 1 साल में, 4 साल में.
एक बार बता दूं कि मैं यहाँ पे आया था ये बात से. I should feel myself like you, but I got lots of recognition, lots of love here, for which I was not prepared. So you can feel one day you remember 8:30 in the morning, a fine day of January. You can put yourself in my shoes and then you can ask me. हाँ भाई.
Mike. पूछो पूछो
Good afternoon, sir. Sir, first of all, it's an honor to have a chat with you, sir. Sir, with all due respect, जैसा आपने अपनी जर्नी बताई, हम उतना तो शायद क्योंकि हम लोग इस टाइम फाइनल ईयर में हैं, हमारे फर्स्ट ईयर की है, सेकेंड ईयर की है, शायद जितना आप तक की लाइफ में किया हो उतनी तो एफर्ट शायद हम लोग नहीं कर पाए। जैसा यहाँ सर ने भी बोला कि डॉक्टर कुमार पद्मानभ बन के दिखाना, तो मेरा से एक क्वेश्चन है, अगर आप बता पाए सर, अपनी लाइफ में जो अब हमारे पास जितने एफर्ट्स बचे हो या टाइम अब बचा हो, उसमें हम ऐसा क्या कर पाए कि हम आपके उस वे पे या आपसे भी शायद बेटर बन पाए। तो आप अगर हमें वो सब बता पाए तो इट विल बी ऑनर सर।
देखो, इसके लिए दो चीज करना होगा। लाइफ में एक लॉन्ग टर्म गोल सेट करना होगा, लॉन्ग टर्म गोल, एंड इट कैन बी ए ड्रीम। ओके, तो ड्रीम का क्या होगा ना, उसका रियलिटी चेक नहीं करते हो। लाइक ड्रीम, यू कैन हैव ए ड्रीम दैट आई विल बी लाइक द CEO ऑफ ए कंपनी, and you're like after 20 years, 25 years, 30 years, और उस ड्रीम के लिए your soul and your mind will not ask you any questions. It will tell you, your soul and mind, yes, there can be a way. So first of all, you need to have a very thoughtful goal for yourself. What will be in your life? Okay? How you will become, don't ask at this moment, for long term. And then, you know, whatever you want, if you want to become Prime Minister, you know, one day you need to be an MLA, right? Okay? Then you create a path. Your next target is MLA. Or if you want to be a CEO of Google, you need to be first an employee of Google. Okay? If you want to be an employee of Google, what you need to do? You ask your question. Are you work for it? Again, that mindset. Like, whatever I was telling, I was the best. Sometimes it looks, when you talk to someone, it looks arrogance. Let's say, for example, I'm in first year, I come to sir and say, sir, I will one day, I'm the best in all the college. No one is better than me. And it's an arrogance. Okay? You don't need to say to others. You have to say to yourself. So you have one, long-term goal, and then you have one short-term goal, and you know how to achieve that short-term goal. Then keep shifting your goal post one after another, and let me tell you, failure will come. So if someone tries to compare my failure, let me tell you, if I have 10 awards with me, I will have 90 failures with me. The world is such that people don't keep account of the failure. This is a good part of the world. People don't keep account of the failure. People only keep your success. So don't worry about the failure. Just to connect you with one of the incidents, let me explain you one of the failure. When I graduated, so I was from very humble family. My father was in a clerical job. Two of my brothers were already studying, one in the MIT itself, another was in Aligarh. My father was in a clerical job. He could not afford me to go somewhere, say Delhi, and prepare for any examination or for anything. And you know, during that time there was no campus selection as such. So I started, okay, let me tell you this. When I was here, after my brother joined, I started earning myself, no one knows about this, in Moradabad itself. I was offering at that time 1,000 rupees per month, 1,000 huge at that time. Okay, so I was earning partly financing myself. I went to Delhi and I started doing the same thing. And after 2-3 months I got a job in an institute in Dehradun, and with my government school background, my accent, my Bihari accent, and all those things, after 1 month I was fired. I mean, this was one of the lowest point of my career. Then what? But at that time, luckily I had a great score. When MTech result was announced, I got admission. But so failure will be part. And then when you start getting success, so no one will give value to your failure. Now I can proudly say just that institute in Dehradun hired me after 1 month. So
Very good.
Feel free, feel free. Assume that I am still a student.
If you can guide them how we can apply for industry of job or startups.
See, nowadays in the era of YouTube, this could not be a question. At our time, see, luckily, let me tell you another incident. I had a great score. I was not aware that University of Oxford, University of Singapore give due value to get a score, and you can get admission in master's program in their university, PhD program in their university based on their score. I was not aware. Okay. So at that time, internet was not popular. Internet was not popular. We were not aware. Right now, all information is available on this, and there is no one common answer. How one should prepare for this. Only one suggestion. See, again I will tell you my mistake. In year 99 or I don't know 98, one professor from IT Roorkee visited us from computer science department, and like the way I am giving you tips, he was giving tips to us. At that time we told, if you want a job, learn Java. ECE, I don't know who corrupted my mind at that time. I said, I am an electronics person. At that time, electronics was more popular. I said, I am electronics, computers are, so I will not turn like nobody. I will just pass the exam. It was the biggest mistake of my life. So I am telling you, irrespective of your branch, everyone, even civil engineering, I don't know if civil engineering experts are there. Everyone should know quality coding. End of your final year, if you have not written 10,000 lines of code, you should not expect a job. 10,000 lines of code is must. So, and if you have already written 10,000 lines of code, I can help you getting a job if this is your first goal post.
Very good, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
This is first suggestion. Second suggestion is target for startups. Big companies have different content, and you will not get opportunity to learn so much. If you are in a startup, you learn everything, okay, and then you learn such a culture. So try to be part of the social media group of startups. Just try to learn what they are doing. If you are you should start doing this starting from the 3rd year, and try to build your skill set. And once you have the skill set, try to contact companies, they will have you. Only thing is that in first year or second year, don't expect much as a salary. But remember, you should have ultimate goal. So okay guys, if you don't have any question, if you have question actually I can take.
May kindly request and you can ask somebody to come there
Yeah.
and then we hire him for the question.
Yeah, so can some of you want to share a stage with me? आ जाओ भाई, फोटो खिंचाने के लिए नहीं, क्वेश्चन पूछने के लिए। ठीक है सर। आ जाओ।
सर जैसा कि मैं अभी तक समझ पा रहा हूँ सर मेरे को एसपी प्रोसेस में मेरे को आपकी कंपनी में ज्वाइन करना है क्या स्किल सेट मेरे को आना चाहिए
देखो कहीं किसी भी कंपनी में जब तुम रंग रूट लेवल पे ज्वाइन करोगे मींस लाइक एन एलिफेंटर ज्वाइन करोगे देन वन कॉमन लाइक एसक्यूज
कंप्यूटर साइंस
योर कोडिंग स्किल्स टू बी हाईएस्ट पॉसिबल। वो कुछ होता है ना गूगल का एक होता है ना गूगल स्कूल देयर समथिंग जी सर ठीक है उसको टारगेट करो। एक बार तुम जीसॉप कर लो फिर तुमको जाना चाहिए इंडिया नौकरी मिल जाएगी। ओके एंड देन नो कंपटीशन इन दैट लाइक नो योर स्किल सेट इज दैट मच। तो एक से एक लाइक नो लो लेवल के कॉलेज से लोग इसको क्वालिफाई करते हैं। एक से एक लो लेवल के कॉलेज के अपना टैलेंट बेस करते हैं। तो after that like right now I am leading like no AI team of British Telecom for sustainability। okay तो मेरे पास अभी almost 20 year का मैं 2006 में किया था PhD तब से मैं हूँ तो I have almost 20 year of experience 19 plus ठीक है 20 year of experience है और मैं सारा लाइफ मैंने सस्टेनेबिलिटी पे लगा दिया है। अब तुम लोग मेरे पोजीशन पे आओगे तो यू हैव टू वेट फॉर 20 बट सेम कंपनी में अगर डिग्री पे जाना चाहते हो ओनली वन थिंग इज नीडेड ओके दैट्स योर कोडिंग स्किल नथिंग एल्स। अच्छा दूसरा एक चीज बताना चाह रहा हूँ रिमेंबर मैं जब मैं प्रेजेंटेशन दे रहा था उसमें बोला था इन्फोसिस का 14 डिफरेंट सिटीज में इसका कैंपस है 120 करोड़ का इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बिल है उसमें मेरे जैसा एक लड़की नो ये 13 पर्सन जो कहीं से पास होकर के आया है कोई एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है कैसे करेगा। तो उसका एक ही तरीका है बड़े प्रॉब्लम को छोटे मॉड्यूल में तोड़ो। डोंट फोकस ऑन बिग प्रॉब्लम जस्ट फोकस ऑन मॉड्यूल देन यू सी इट्स एक्चुअली वेरी इजी। दूसरा स्किल सेट है बड़े प्रॉब्लम को छोटे स्किल सेट में छोटे मॉड्यूल में तोड़ो। नॉट टू टेल मी and don't worry if you have not done it you learn it। कौन सा ऐसा प्रोजेक्ट किए हो जो तुम्हारे हिसाब से बहुत
मेरे हिसाब से मैंने अभी तक हॉस्पिटल मैनेजमेंट का सिस्टम बनाया जो मैंने मतलब उसमें पूरी जावा लगाई थी मतलब जावा से उसी का तो मेरे हिसाब से अभी तक मेरा सबसे बड़ा प्रोजेक्ट होगी सर मेरा जहाँ तक था लगभग रिसेंटली है क्लाइंट का कोड।
अच्छा इस वर्ड
सर
no what you are doing देखो भैया now you have a time now you have a time see क्या करना पड़ेगा ना कोई भी जो आइडिया आता है तो anyone see when we suppose मैं 10 लोगों से तुम लोगों से चूज कर लेता हूँ okay let us do one experiment let me identify 10 different people randomly and let someone give some problem of the world some problem like water leak ऐसा हो सकता है मैं सॉल्व नहीं कर पाऊँ और तुम में से एक कोई सॉल्व कर ले। आइडिया doesn't require a degree of PhD idea can come from anyone even if he is not educated and let me tell you even from those who is not a computer science graduate तो तुम्हारे पास आइडिया होना चाहिए and then you will implement using your computer science but वो आइडिया बहुत important है। You ask yourself what is your contribution is it just if you are converting your English language thing into Python code is it your contribution Okay, then you have to think and attempt to do something big. Something big. See the problems around you.
More students are waiting.
Yes.
More students are waiting. You can invite them.
Okay, so three more. See, let me tell you, I am very much approachable. If you have a right question, you can write to me, you can search my name, you find my email, everything. If you have the right, I will always respond to you.
It's a golden opportunity for all of you. Any three students can come one by one on stage and they can ask their question.
That's it.
My question to you is that as we are in the initial phase of a college institute, so pursuing the higher education would lead us to a better job or better opportunities for us, or if directly I want to switch from my BTech career to the growth opportunity, would that be much more beneficial for me?
So you can achieve growth even having this BTech degree. Let me tell you frankly. Okay? So let me tell you one story that my other skill set is storytelling, you know. I write literature. So in 2016, one commerce graduate of Bangalore approached me. He was doing a startup on IoT, just become 22 years old. He created a company. Okay. He hired me. I did not join, that's a different thing. Since I did not join, he went to IIT Kharagpur, hired 4 BTech students. Okay. And right now his company is worth 100 crores. His name is Gautam Gowda. Gautam Gowda, he just become an expert of IoT. So I can come. So your computer science degree is nothing. You have to think in that way. And the world is moving in a way, like degree from IIT or degree from this MIT. There will be no difference. It's like only your skill set will make it. Yes. Only your skill set. And right now you have a platform. You have a gift and everything. You write like a 10,000 lines of code and you tell the world that I have done this wonderful thing. So anyone can write it. Okay, so remember that I have already answered your question. You should have one long-term goal, and then one short-term goal. See, if your question is how should I get a job, I mean this is the most trivial thing. It means you are avoiding all the hard work. And answer to that is, if how should I get a job, I said you like make an idea around a project, write 10,000 lines of code, do some innovation.
I'm solving my problems on YouTube. Would that be beneficial for me?
Definitely help you, improve your skills. Yeah, but there are other ways also. See, I am not a generation of lead code. Even I have never seen it. But I have seen if you might come studies in IT Delhi, and he keeps doing the lead code. Therefore, I know. Otherwise, my son would not have been there. I would not have known it. So there are lots of opportunity and platform. So, but you can do that. But remember, the coding is the worst form of the skill set. Anyone can learn coding. Coding, you spend 2 months to learn it. And do you think just by learning coding in 2 months, you achieve all things of your life? You apply the theory that you have learned in computer science. In which year you are? Fourth year. Okay, so you think about any complicated topic. You could tell me the name of one complicated topic which you know in computer science. I will tell you. Other people are also listening. You tell me one complicated topic which you think which has lots of potential.
Sir, RNN.
RNN, that's a model, right?
I haven't gone through about it. In neural networks, I only have an idea of ANN and CNN, but I think comparatively to them, RNN is much more wider and deeper.
So can you do one thing? I will give you a job. I will give her a job. I am giving her a task. She said RNN looks complicated for her. You go understand RNN and create a parallel like RNN. Something you do some improvement in RNN. What's your name? Good name?
Tanishka.
And name it as a Tanishka model. Write 10,000 lines of code on this. I'll give you that. You know, because if you achieve this, you will have so much of a skill set that anyone can find. You don't need it. After you achieve it, you don't need it. Let me tell you.
Two more students can come here hurriedly who want to be 100 crore company. Come fast. Come to.
See, let me tell you, in movies you must have seen,
Nobody.
like backbenchers are always, movie script. Can someone from the backbench or I will reach there?
So my name is Rajdeep Singh.
Rajdeep Singh, okay.
So AIML सर मेरा आपसे क्वेश्चन था सर मेरा इंटरेस्ट आईटी में है और रोबोटिक्स में है लेकिन आईटी में मैं 50+ प्रोजेक्ट बना चुका हूँ मेरा क्या काम है सर्विस प्रोवाइड करा दो एक मेरा स्टार्टअप है alumnus का नाम है उसमें ऐसा रहता है फर्स्ट ईयर से लेकर फोर्थ ईयर तक के बच्चों को प्रोजेक्ट मैं बनाकर प्रोवाइड कराता हूँ ठीक सर
मैं समझ पाया लास्ट लाइन बोलो
फर्स्ट ईयर से फोर्थ ईयर तक के जो बच्चे होते हैं जिनका IoT या रोबोटिक्स के प्रोजेक्ट्स बनने होते हैं इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स के वो मैं प्रोवाइड कराता हूँ बनाकर एज अ सेविंग करता हूँ लेकिन सर प्रॉब्लम ये आ रही है मेरी कि मैं अपने आप को इसमें कैसे ग्रो करूँ आगे क्या मैं कैंपस लेवल का रहता हूँ या फिर मुझे इंडस्ट्री लेवल पर करना है
अच्छा तुम एजुकेशन लाइन में जाना चाहते हो जिसमें कि IoT के प्रोजेक्ट बना के बच्चे को देखना चाहते हो ये तो क्राइम है बच्चे को लेट देम डू ऑन देयर ओन राइट यू कैन प्रोवाइड द कंपोनेंट हु आर यू लाइक यू शुड नॉट टेल इन पब्लिक you should not tell in public it's a crime because see unless until you anyone like do by himself he will never get a confidence so if there is a you can provide infrastructure you can provide mentorship but not selling project I mean not public
लेकिन क्वेश्चन था कि मैं अपने आप को आगे में कैसे और ग्रो कर सकूं
IoT में भाई कोई एक सॉल्यूशन बनाओ जिसका कि अभी नहीं है जैसे मैंने अभी बनाया बताऊं मैं 40 लाइन का कोड लिखा वो आइडेंटिफाई करता है कि किसी के घर में पानी के लीकेज हो रहा है दिस इज सॉल्यूशन ओके सी लेट मी टेल यू पहले दुनिया को ऐसे समझो यदि जॉब का मार्केट है इसको ऐसे समझो कंप्यूटर साइंस लाइफ को अफेक्ट नहीं कर सकता है लाइफ कंप्यूटर साइंस को अफेक्ट कर सकता है कहने का मीनिंग है the problem that you are attempting to solve it should not be problem of computer science it should be a problem of day to day life usko computer science can be a tool it cannot be a life itself okay so you identify go in your home today take a survey or do yourself identify 100 problems that your society is facing today उस 100 में देखो which is the low hanging fruit you attempt to solve okay write 10,000 lines of code and then get back to me okay or don't do this like selling the project to first year students any other question
So I think all the students have got the answer of their queries by the medium of the English students. सर की बस मैं एक बात कहना चाहूंगी यहाँ पे कि जिन्होंने कहा I was not topper, I was not popular, but I was regular. So that is the main theme of today's lecture. कि आप सब लोग रेगुलर रहेंगे क्लास में। और मेरी रिक्वेस्ट है हमारे ऑनरेबल ट्रस्टी आर्किटेक्ट चेयरमैन एमआईटी श्री वाईपी गुप्ता सर से कि वो हमारे बीच उपस्थित हमारे आज के अलुमनस जो है उनको एक टोकन ऑफ लव एंड रिगार्ड देके उनको सम्मानित करें। This is the time of the gift presentation. हमें तो बस 4 लाइनों के माध्यम से आज के प्रोग्राम को बस यहीं पे हम एंड करेंगे कि काम ऐसा करो। ये लाइनें हमारे डॉक्टर कुमार पद्मनाभ जी के को डेडिकेटेड हैं कि काम ऐसा करो कि पहचान बन जाए, काम ऐसा करो कि पहचान बन जाए, हर कदम ऐसा चलो कि निशान बन जाए। यूं तो ये जिंदगी सभी काट लेते हैं पर जिंदगी जो ऐसी की मिसाल बन जाए। मिसाल के रूप में हमारे बीच मौजूद है डॉक्टर कुमार पद्मनाभ। हम लोग बहुत ज्यादा शुक्रिया अदा करते हैं उनकी प्रेजेंस के लिए, दिल से आभार व्यक्त करते हैं कि जिस तरीके से उन्होंने अपनी नॉलेज शेयर करी। और मुझे लगता है सिर्फ यही फील्ड नहीं है और हजारों फील्ड सारे स्टूडेंट्स के लिए है जहां पर वो अपना नाम रोशन कर सकते हैं। So this program